Hey y'all, today I'm doing a video on the Forum Novelties life-size animated witch. So I got this from Amazon for actually $60, and this looks like it could be a much more expensive prop, and it is now, but like not much more expensive, but I only paid $60 for this, yeah. So I got it from Amazon, and soon after I bought it, she sold out and then restocked again for $80, which still isn't a bad price, but it's a bit more. So as you can see, she's a pretty big prop. She goes like over the background here. She's actually a bit taller than me. She's, I think about 6 feet tall, probably. I think she's 72 inches. Yeah, the box says 72 inches. I haven't measured her though. So now I'll show the box. So here's her box. So it's just this white box with the decal on it. You can see there's like a haunted house over here with the moon with the face in it, and there's some bats. And here it says animated witch with sound, moving hands, and blinking eyes. And actually the eyes don't blink, they just stay on, and then it says it there in different language. And there's the prototype one, which you might be able to just tell that is very different from the released one. And here it says stands 72 inches tall, 183 centimeters. And I'll just point out all the differences right here. So first, I don't know how well you can tell on here, but her face is green and her hands look like kind of grayish white. But in real life, she's like all the same color, and she's more like, I don't know, like white. Like here it looks like they painted like green plastic with maybe a different shade of green, or maybe black plastic with green, and here they painted it like black plastic with gray maybe. But on here, on the released one, she has black plastic dry brushed with, I think, white or light gray. And also, you can see that it looks like the eyes light up red here, but they light up green on the released one. And you can't tell in the photo, but her dress is a little bit shorter in the prototype, but you can tell in the stock photo, which I'll show. And I think that's the only difference is, I can't tell if her hair is a different length. I don't think it is. Oh, and also here's this printed on here. Animated Talking Witch, number 238 of 500. So now we'll get into the item itself. So here you can see that her base is just a basic wireframe base that you see a lot nowadays. And also I forgot to mention this prop was made in 2014, but this is a 2014 prop. It says it on the box. And then her legs are also just poles, and she has like this brown cloth, creepy cloth around her waist, and there's just like a waist bracket there. Now here are her hands, and you can tell it's dry brushed, and it's made of like a pretty hard plastic. It's not like exactly easy to move, although around here you can see there is a very visible seam around the hands, like from being produced. And the hands here bring me to the first like straight up design oversight, and that is on the clothes here. You can see there is a hook and loop for attaching the clothes to the hands, as you would expect. Most props have them, but there's actually nowhere for this to attach to. Nowhere on the hand is there another Velcro piece. It's just nothing. There's like just this one. There's nowhere to stick it to. Luckily, this one can be easily like dealt with. Like I just take this like thing where the hand attaches to the arm, and I like stick it under there, and that seems to hold it on fine. But I think I will eventually find some Velcro and put it on there. And I'm pretty sure that it didn't just come off, because like I didn't see any in the box, and it's missing on both hands. See, that holds it fine. And here's her other hand. You can see there's some of the detail. It's pretty well detailed too. And I've done the same thing there. It's not actually on the Velcro, because there is no other Velcro. It's just like tucked in to the screw thing. While we're over here, that actually brings me to the next design oversight, which is that the sleeves are too short. you might be able to tell right here, but like, see how it's like kind of like straight here? You can see it's like straight here, but the arm actually like bends like here, but there's barely enough sleeve to go around, so it kind of just like straightens out, and when she puts her arm out it looks like she's just putting it straight out, but you can see it actually like goes like that. I don't know, it might be a little hard for you to tell, but the sleeves are a little bit too short. It seems like it's mostly this one that's too short, but I think, yeah, this one's also a bit, but like, this one is actually like fine. It's not too bad. It's just mostly this one that's like super tight. And then there's more cloth here, creepy cloth. And here's the hair, and I don't have any other references for hair, but this actually is pretty good hair. It's pretty realistic, and it's like, I don't know, it's pretty good hair. Obviously you can style the hair however you want, and I like to have it like this because I think it's creepier, but for the sake of the video I'm going to have her hair behind her shoulders so you can see her face better. And now that we're over here, that brings me to the next design oversight, and that is with the shoulder piece. So the shoulder piece is actually one big solid piece of plastic with a couple metal pins on the bottom to stick it into the module and get it to stay there. And I actually like that because I think it makes a better shape than a wireframe one. But the thing is, there's a hole at the top for her head to go through, right? But the hole is too small, or not the right size or shape or something. So when she turns her head during her activation, you can like the shoulder piece like moves up and down a bit, and it also makes a bit of sound. And if you turn her off while her head is turned to the side and then disassemble her, when you try to assemble her again, it's a bit of a struggle to get the head on, and I didn't realize this was a problem the first time, so I spent a long time trying to get the head back on, which you can actually see in my unboxing video. I spent a long time trying to get it back on. For some reason the head was really hard to get on that time. May have been because the edge was on the shoulder piece. Oops. Can just pretend that didn't happen. Because I didn't realize that the hole was actually too small and it was getting stuck on the edge. And obviously you can still get it together, but it's just a little bit more difficult. And also this can probably be fixed, and I'm going to try and fix it. I think you just have to carve out the back of the shoulder piece a bit so that the head has enough space to move, and I think it'll be fine then. Next we move on to the face, and you can see that she actually has a fantastic amount of detail. Like, she's really detailed, and the paint job does do it justice, like with the dry brushing and stuff. And there's her motion sensor right there. I think they could have gone away with hiding it in the clothes, but, and also like it would be more consistent like activation if it was in the clothes rather than the face, because it wouldn't be moving. But anyway, I'm just assuming it's dry brushing. I don't know how they actually do this, of course, but I think that the face is excellent except for the eyes, which you can see the eyes are not like the greatest. They're kind of subpar. You can see they're really blank. There's literally some red around the edges, and then like a circle there which looks like it's made with permanent marker, and then there's the LED in the middle. But with the LED, you really can't see the eyes because the LEDs are so bright, so I guess there's that. But if she were to not be on activation, people would see the eyes. But I don't know, I don't think most people will notice, maybe, but it would have been nice if there was some more detail in her eyes. But I suppose I could repaint that, but I don't know if I will. She is powered by this adapter, which is a 6-volt 1 amp. So upon plugging her in, one of the first things you'll notice is that she has her very own built-in white noise maker, and it is on all the time. It does not stop. So yeah, whenever she's plugged in, she makes white noise, and it's even on when she's off. She's off right now. But you can see she was still making it. Hopefully you could hear it. And she also makes a little pop when you plug her in. So I think that may just be like a sign of a cheap mechanism or cheap circuit board or something like that. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. And also, she makes a little sound when her motors go when she is on, even when she has her volume turned all the way down. So I'll try and show that as well. So here we go.
Hello, dearie. Welcome. I'd like to have you for dinner. You look tasty to me. Roses are red, violets are blue. The happier I am, the worse it will be for you. Come a little closer. Don't be frightened. It's my magical broom that has the last laugh. Misfortune and doom tonight take flight, for your future is mine on this very night.
So because I don't want to disassemble her, take her clothes off right now, I think I'll include a separate video right now of what her mechanism looks like.
Roses are red, violets are blue. The happier I am, the worse it will be for you. Come a little closer. Don't be frightened. It's my magical broom that has the last laugh. Misfortune and doom tonight take flight, for your future is mine on this very night. Hello, dearie. Welcome. I'd like to have you for dinner. You look tasty to me. Roses are red, violets are blue. The happier I am, the worse it will be for you. Come a little closer. Don't be frightened. It's my magical broom that has the last laugh. Misfortune and doom tonight take flight, for your future is mine on this very night. Hello, dearie. Welcome. I'd like to have you for dinner. You look tasty to me. Roses are red, violets are blue. The happier I am, the worse it will be for you. Come a little closer. Don't be frightened. It's my magical broom that has the last laugh. Misfortune and doom tonight take flight, for your future is mine on this very night. Hello, dearie. Welcome. I'd like to have you for dinner. You look tasty to me.
So that's that. It's pretty simple. Nothing outlandish. She just moves her arms and head. So yeah, she's motion activated only, not sound activated, which is a little disappointing. I wish they had made her sound activated. Oh, and she's also not foot pad or button activated. She does not have a slot for that. I wish that they had added that and sound activation so that she could go off more often, but she's fine like with just the motion sensor, and she looks great anyway, or at least her sculpts do. So she'd be fine even if she doesn't go off very often, I think. So now I'll show you the sounds that she makes when her volume is turned all the way off. And I've listened, and that is coming from the speaker. So now I'll show you the last thing about her, which isn't exactly a design oversight, more of just like a flaw, which is her clothes are pretty much like translucent. You can see right through them if there's light behind them. And this is extremely apparent in the stock photo, which I showed you earlier, because they have those bright studio lights and the bright background, which makes it like she just shines right through. But here you can see it's fine, and you probably couldn't tell at first because I have a dark background. This is black background. So if you have her in a dark area and or on a black background or dark background like this, that problem probably won't be very apparent, but if you have her in a bright area, then it is going to be very noticeable. I'm running out of time, but my solution to that is just to buy her a new dress. I'm not exactly sure what I want for her. I think maybe a long brown dress or something. I think something similar to what she's wearing already. I was thinking I was going to thrift her a dress or some clothes or something, but uh, I might just end up having to make something for her. One thing you might have noticed about her audio is that about her, is that when she talks, she clearly has a lisp. As you can see here, she has a lisp, but she does not talk with a lisp. So I think that could have been done better, but I think it's fine. Most people probably won't notice. I don't really care, but it would have lined up better if they made her talk with a lisp because she has one. Hey, it's me editing, just to come in here to mention a few things that I completely forgot to mention when I recorded this video, because I did it completely without any notes or anything. So the first thing is her instructions, which are very bare bones. There is just a picture of her assembled without the clothes on and with all the parts labeled, a picture of the clothes, a picture of the adapter box, and the dimensions of the adapter, and that's it. Oh, and there's also a little sticker in the corner with information on it, and it also says it was produced in 2013. So, yeah, that's literally all that's on her instructions. Not even any not even any direction for how to set it up, which I thought that a prop like this would have that, but no, you're just expected to figure it out. And I don't think it would be too hard for anyone to figure out, even if they're new to haunting. I just feel like it would have been nice if they had some direction for how to set her up. It probably could have helped some people. Especially with getting the clothes on, actually, because I don't know, I just feel like that part would have needed for some people. And the next thing is that her middle part with the module and the mechanism and stuff and the connector piece for her head are actually rusted. So I didn't show this earlier, but here you can better see that the mechanism is rusted. See there, you can see there's bubbles under it, and I think you could see it more clearly somewhere else. There. See, it's a little messed up. It's hard to see there. And it's not too bad, but it it is rusted. So hopefully that doesn't become too much of a problem. Yeah, here's the mechanism again. Never mind, it's actually rusted a little bit there. I don't know how well you can see it, but there is some rust here, and this is also bent. Those when I received those parts, they are rusted, and it's just like a bit. It's not enough that it's gonna like fall apart if I'm too rough with it. But they did arrive rusted, probably from sitting in a warehouse since 2014 or 2013 actually. So yeah, those are the only parts that are rusted. Luckily, the rest of them look fine, but just know that it is prone to rusting, at least in those places, and it would have been nice if that was like better protected from that. I don't think I hope it won't escalate into a worse problem with mine, just from storing it in my room. I don't think it'll be a problem, but. Oh, and also on the picture, on the instructions, you can see that they actually changed the color of the foam on her arms from white in the prototype to black on the released one. And this seems like a really small and insignificant thing, but I feel like it actually does make a difference because considering how easy it is to see through the cloth, I feel like the arms might be visible through the cloth if they were white, but luckily they made them black, so they kind of blend in. So, but I don't know, maybe it wouldn't have been a problem even if they didn't change it, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, that's all I forgot to mention. So, I don't think I have anything else to say. Um, like you can decide if this prop is worth $80 to you. If it's still available when I post this, I don't know if she's sold out. But yeah, thanks for watching.